Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back. We got a banging update for you guys right now. We're going to be talking about stocks, crypto, news, technical analysis in this video. We're going to be looking at the meme stocks as well. AMC and GME are getting absolutely hammered right as the market begins to show signs of weakness. Why is that? We're going to explore that idea and thesis. We're also going to be looking at the overall stock market. Where is SPY headed? Where is NASDAQ headed? Key stocks like Apple in the video. We're going to be looking at that as well in this video. We're also going to be looking at Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency moves that we called, revisiting clips and giving you guys the receipts. So you don't want to miss a second of this update full of information that you need to know as a trader and investor. Let's go ahead and waste no more time and hop in the charts, the facts, the data. Let's go. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY. We're also looking at the overall stock and crypto market. This is your daily update and prediction, giving you guys the technicals, fundamentals, and that you need to know as a trader and investor. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and do this before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, showing you guys exactly what's going on for the day and the rest of this week based off the charts, the facts, and the data. Let's hop right in. We're going to be starting off with crypto. Let's go ahead and check out a clip from the weekly update and prediction to start off the video, giving you guys this information. First video here on the channel. BTC, and this is something that you need to watch as a Bitcoin holder. If we see Bitcoin break above the key level of 70,000, so if we break above 70,000 and use that level as support, so we need to break above 70,000, 9,200, around that range, and use that range as support. If we bounce off of those levels, you're going to see a big move to the upside. If you want to be really careful and sure of everything, use $70,000 as your price confirmation. And that's exactly what we did. So you can see this white dotted line forming the move that we were looking for. And as you guys can see, we did get that move out of Bitcoin, pushing up past 69.2K. As you guys can see here, pushed up to 69.2K, coming back down, using it as support, confirming that level and making that move. So this is what we were looking for BTC, and we are seeing that move to the upside. I do think we are going to see a continuation to the upside based off what I am seeing. So based off what I am seeing, I do think we're going to see a continuation to the upside. As you guys can see here on the smaller time frames, if we go ahead and zoom in, you guys can see that we do have a falling wedge. This falling wedge is the indication of a move to the upside, and you guys can see we do have a little prediction here on the short term frame that is currently tracking right now. I do think Bitcoin is going to come up to retest 72.7K and possibly break that level, possibly overall going to a higher high of the 73,800 level, which is all-time high. So it looks like we are going to get that move that will set us up to break this previous all-time high. And if we do break previous all-time highs here on Bitcoin, what you're going to see is Bitcoin go into price discovery mode. If Bitcoin goes into price discovery mode, it could get crazy as prices fluctuate wildly, volatility occurs, and we could see a higher price, possibly 75 to 80K here on a BTC. So this is what I'm looking at for BTC in the overall crypto market. Also, current cryptocurrency seeing a big pump with that. Right now, Bitcoin dominance still remaining very high. So I'm expecting Bitcoin to continue making the moves, keeping the lead until altcoin season comes. What's going to happen is Bitcoin is going to eventually top out of this bull run that it's in. It's going to start to stagnate sideways, and then you will see a pull back, and altcoins will start to get more money circulating into them, and you'll start to see altcoins really take off. What is unique about this Bitcoin bull run that we haven't had before is, of course, the ETF, and the ETF is, of course, inducing these moves. A lot of these moves we've seen with volume coming into the ETF, which they have to buy Bitcoin because it is a spot ETF. If you go ahead and see what happened here, I did predict this move to happen on Monday or Tuesday. That's exactly what we've seen here on the Bitcoin ETF and Bitcoin. I said this move will most likely happen on Monday or Tuesday. We did see it here on Monday as the Bitcoin ETF opened up and gave us that momentum we need to pump to the upside. Again, these Bitcoin ETFs definitely could see a lot more interest. It's definitely causing a lot more momentum, and it's definitely something different that we haven't seen in a Bitcoin bull run. You guys can see we had this consolidation after this upwards movement on the Bitcoin ETF. We did predict this move to the upside on the Bitcoin ETF. Bitcoin ETF breaking out, looking like it's going to keep moving to the upside. Green MACD, RSI not yet overbought. It's overbought on the smaller time frames, but not yet overbought on some of these larger time frames. So I think it's going to be able to see another move to the upside, and that of course will affect Bitcoin. If we do see a higher high in this Bitcoin ETF, this is the BlackRock ETF right here, IBIT. This is the one that I'm tracking. You will see a move to the upside for BTC. The BlackRock ETF is the biggest Bitcoin ETF right now. It's the one getting the most attention. So this is the one that I am been tracking, and it's been very, very accurate to determine these moves on BTC and calling these moves that I've been calling. So I do think Bitcoin is going to continue to the upside. 75, 80K price target in my personal opinion, and that is what we're looking for here on the channel. Right now we need to break 73.8K. If we break 73.8K, we can go into price discovery, and then things can get exciting from there. I think Ethereum is going to be continuing to move to the upside as well. As Bitcoin continues to go up, some of these altcoins will start to take off. The bull run in the crypto bull run will get crazier. Altcoins will get more pumped up, and you will see your favorite altcoins make moves. I think this will happen around summertime, in my personal opinion, late summer, in my personal opinion, based off what I'm seeing in the data. So this is what I'm looking at for the overall crypto market and where I think things are at. Again, Ethereum making a nice move after breaking out of this pennant as well. I think Ethereum will easily be able to break 4K again, especially if Bitcoin breaks all-time highs. So that's what we're looking at here. Let's go ahead and move into stocks, showing you guys what's going on for the overall stock market, and then go from there. As you guys can see, overall stock market following very, very well. We talked about in several videos, especially last week, like back here when we talked about AMC possibly getting a bounce and GME getting a bounce, and if that was a potentiality. We also talked about SPY and several moves on SPY, and talking about how SPY was going to be pulling back. And this is something that we did see SPY do, as we did call this move here on SPY as well when it came all the way up to 523.50. Briefly broke above it only to reject all the way back down, absolutely dumping. We did call that move here with a rising wedge here on SPY, as it did pull up and then absolutely pull back, doing exactly what we called for, coming all the way up to 523.50, breaking briefly above and then pulling all the way back down. We did call that in the video. So you do want to watch every single video, because the information is time sensitive and it holds information that is extremely valuable, as these moves are extremely accurate. And this is why you want to press subscribe and follow this channel. This channel is not a game. This is an actual gem of a channel. So if you're just watching this for the first time, you want to press subscribe. Accurate predictions on a daily basis available here for traders and investors. This is highly profitable information if you utilize it correctly. Again, you need to do your own research and due diligence before making any moves, but you can take this and add this to your research and support yourself throughout the market. So this is what we're looking at with the overall market. SPY, I'm thinking we're going to see a move up here. Okay, so we're looking at green MACD. We're looking at a possible bullish consolidation. Green MACD here on the 2-hour, on the 4-hour. RSI not really oversold, overbought. Bulls and bears absolutely going to battle right now, trying to push it to the up and down side. I think bears are gaining momentum. Okay, I think bears are gaining momentum, but what I think is going to happen is SPY is going to consolidate, push up to about 523, and then reject. This is exactly what I talked about in the weekly outlook prediction. I think that's what we're going to see. So this is what I'm looking at for SPY. I honestly don't think it will be able to break that level, but if I'm wrong, I want everyone to be prepared for what they could potentially see if we do break that level. If we use 523.50 as support, break above it, use that support, confirm it, you're going to see a pop to the upside. But this has been a very, very hard level to break. I don't think we're going to be able to break it. Based off what I'm seeing here, RSI would be getting to the overbought level once we do get over to that range. Again, you could see major rejections from that level, and then of course on the larger time frames, you guys can see bearish momentum starting to build. Daily MACD red. We also have the bearish divergence. Again, these are indications and keys that if you watch it very, very closely, you can make these types of determinations to see where price is going to be going. Bearish divergence is something you always need to pay attention to, any type of divergences, because what happens with divergences, is the correction comes. If it's bearish divergence, that means you're going to correct to the downside. If it's bullish divergence, that means you're going to correct to the upside. So this bearish divergence here means we're going to correct to the downside. If you will drift in the general direction that you're going, but you're going to correct. The same thing I showed you guys with the example with Bitcoin. So if you go ahead and look at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, and I showed you guys this a couple times here, but this is for the people that are new to the channel. If you go ahead and look at what's going on here, you guys can see we had this push to the upside in this amazing rally for BTC. Everyone thought it was going to the moon, 100K, blah, blah, blah. As you guys can see, RSI started to go down while price was still drifting up. Again, it leads into a correction. Then it started to roll over and come into a deeper correction. Well, what is happening to SPY right now? If we go ahead and look what's happening with SPY right now, it is doing just that. And we need to go down to the daily time frame for SPY because that's where this is occurring. You guys can see we have that bearish divergence. RSI clearly trending down, making lower highs and lower lows. Price clearly trending up, making higher highs and higher lows. As you guys can see, starting to roll over. What's going to happen? It's going to roll over and then lead to a deeper correction. That's exactly what's going to be happening for SPY, in my personal opinion, and I think that's what we're seeing right now. I am the one who said that I do think the 525 is going to be the top for at least a week or two. So far, it's been a week. If it remains the top, it will be at least 2 weeks. If it remains the top for another week. So that is what we're looking at. This could potentially be the top of the market, okay? I know that sounds crazy to some people, but this definitely could start to be forming the top of the market. So I want everyone who watches this channel, everyone who follows this channel to be prepared. This could be it, okay? I know we have seen false breaks before. That's why we don't want to jump the gun. We want to wait until we get an actual strong downtrend. We do have a downtrend, lower highs and lower lows. We do have a downtrend starting, but we need to see it start to roll over into that deeper correction, just like we see on Bitcoin where it starts to roll over and then really start to capitulate. That's what we're looking for, and then that's when we'll hop on the puts and start getting crazy. We could do SQQ calls, making that money. You guys already know what it is. We do trade daily as well. So if you guys want to log in and check out the live stream, we live stream 9:15, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 4 p.m. Market open close every single day. So if you guys want to check out the live stream for updates and predictions, we will be tracking this live to see where our predictions go, see where things plan out, see how things go. We will be tracking live. So if you want to tune in for that, you guys can tune in for that to get updates and analysis and tips live. So this is what we're looking at for SPY. Again, I think we're going to be moving up to that 523.50 level, pulling back and rejecting from that level, and then moving to the downside in my personal opinion based off the charts, facts, and data. Let's go ahead and move into the meme stocks and show you guys what's going on for the meme stocks. Again, just a brief few evidence backing up why I'm saying that. If you go ahead and look at NASDAQ is breaking down out of a rising wedge, as you guys can see. Also, it has that bearish divergence forming as well on the 4-hour and the daily time frame. As you guys can see, breaking down out of a rising wedge, that is a bearish pattern. If we go ahead and look at market fear and greed as well, you will see that we are in the greed segment. If we look at market fear and greed, we are in the greed segment. So we are seeing signs that this could be a possible top for the overall market. So I just want everyone again to be prepared for this and be aware of what's going on. Again, when others are greedy, be fearful, and when others are fearful, be greedy. We're also seeing articles come out about the narrative change. Most of these gains have been driven by the Magnificent Seven tech stocks, and those stocks are starting to crumble as well. Nvidia looking like it's in an overall falling wedge to the downside. As you guys can see, I'm expecting Nvidia to pull back here, come back down to this lower level of like 830, 820 around that, and then try to move up from there after it fills this gap. If you go ahead and look at stocks like Apple, they've been absolutely moving to the downside. As you guys can see, Apple stock is taking a major hit. It's in a falling wedge, so I think it could have a pop to the upside, but this falling wedge is absolutely massive. So it would come all the way down to like $150 before having that pop to the upside, forming this overall double top type structure. Again, with Apple moving back down to that 157 level price target, I do think Apple's going to be moving all the way down to 157. And if you started shorting it right around the top, I did call the top of Apple around 197. And it did top out at 199. So we are looking at Apple to move to the downside in this overall double top type structure. That's going to be very, very taxing on the S&P 500. Apple is a big part of S&P 500, and it looks like it's going to be moving down to that level here very, very soon. So these are moves that you could potentially make profit off of. Again, you must do your own research and technical analysis, but you could be doing like Apple puts. Apple in the short term as well, not able to get above this critical level of 173.45. You guys can see it rejected from there, and that is a critical level to form this head and shoulders. If we or double top, if we start breaking this level here of a 165, Apple's going to absolutely dump to the downside. 165 is the last point of support before a major move to the downside. So this is what we're looking at for Apple, the overall market. Again, NVIDIA starting to pull back is major. I told you guys once NVIDIA starts to top out, that's when we're going to start to see the top of things. NVIDIA starting to top out, at least it looks like right now. So I do think we are possibly seeing the top of the market. It could just be a little bit of pullback or correction before another move up. But from what I'm seeing here, it looks like we are possibly topping out. So I want people to be aware of that and be ready so they can make the moves that they need to make. So this is what we're looking at right now. So far on SPY, been extremely accurate week to week on a week to week basis, calling that higher level, that 525 top so far for the week as the local top, and that is remaining true. Also multiple macro and micro moves. So again, like and subscribe for more information like this. Let's go ahead and hop into meme stocks and show you guys what's going on for the meme stocks. Meme stocks absolutely getting pummeled. As you guys can see, they dropped over 1 million short shares on AMC. They dropped over 1 million short shares as of 6 hours ago, okay? As of 6 hours ago of recording this, they dropped 1 million short shares. This was all today. As you guys can see, they had 0. Now they have about 9,000. This could change as early as tomorrow in time of recording. As you guys can see, $80,000 here, or 80,000 shares available to borrow. I do apologize. 80,000 shares available to borrow here for GME as well. So again, lots of shares available to borrow as they absolutely try to pummel the meme stocks. We have to ask ourselves, while the market is starting to roll over, again, this is a thing that some people don't subscribe to, but I'm in the personal belief that AMC and GME will take off when the market starts to pull back. Okay, I've always stated that. I've been extremely right about AMC and GME so far in the past, about different things that we've seen, about how the reverse split would affect them, so on and so forth. You guys can go back and see my track record. But I do believe that we do need to see these cost of borrow levels go up, and I believe that once we see the market start to roll over, we could see the meme stocks really start to pick up. It's crazy that they're attacking them so hard right now, trying to get as many people to sell right now while the market's starting to show these signs of weakness. Okay, I know that they know. We know that they know. Again, this is a little bit tinfoil hat speculation. I don't have all of the data points and facts to show you guys every single point of what I'm trying to articulate to you. But again, I do believe AMC and GME, based off the plumbing of the stock market, will see a move to the upside once we see liquidity dry up in the market and the market start to go to the south. I think that we're starting to see the top of the market, and I feel like they are attacking AMC and GME heavily, and we are seeing them attack AMC and GME heavily. That's why AMC's cost of borrow is going up, because they're looking for more and more shares. And if you go ahead and look what's going on with cost of borrow right now, cost of borrow absolutely skyrocketing for AMC. This is showing that AMC could make a move in the background, and we're going to get into the technicals about that as well. Guys, AMC could definitely be making a move here soon, okay? It's going to reach to a low point and could definitely be making a move here soon. They are absolutely trying to short this thing to oblivion right now. We're going to see cost to borrow and short interest spike here in a few days. I'm telling you that, guys. It's already starting to spike, but I'm telling you guys here in a few days, weeks, we're going to see short interest spike up, and we're going to see cost of borrow go up. I'm almost certain when we get another FinTel report, we will see cost of borrow or short interest go up higher than this 13.83%. And that is very, very exciting, because with these higher levels comes less liquidity and more chance of a large short squeeze. If we can get up to 20-30% short interest and get cost of borrow around 15-20%, if we can get higher than that, great. We could see a massive short squeeze, okay? Especially if we start getting those very, very high short interest levels again. Shorts have a chance to possibly cover at these low prices as well. With AMC doing better and better as a company, with them making money with the dilution and so on and so forth, why would they not cover, okay? Why would they not cover? It makes sense for them to cover at these low positions. I don't think they will. I think they'll get stuck and end up getting squeezed out again. But the main thing is people have to hold and buy the stock for that to happen. Why would people buy the stock when they see absolutely going down? Only smart people would know to buy low and sell high. People that are not as educated, the people that they're trying to target, would obviously say, well, this keeps going down. Why would I buy it? Because you want to buy low and sell high. But also, these stocks are prone to short squeezes because of the manipulation, because of the high on short interest, because of the cost to borrow. These stocks are prone to short squeezes. So with what we're seeing with AMC, I'm actually getting excited. I'm actually thinking that we could see possibly an end of this overall downtrend that we have been in and a pop to the upside, okay? I'm thinking we could see that here on the smaller time frames. I want to show you guys what we're looking at. And if you go ahead and look, rising cost to borrow is normally indicative of price rising. I've showed you guys this numerous times before. I'll just show you an example for GME, but there's example for AMCs as well. I can show you one here for AMC real quick. We had cost to borrow spike here in 2.7, right there on 2.7. Well, if you go ahead and go back to 2.7, we'll go ahead and go back in time here on the chart and go to 2.7. And I've showed this before on the channel. But if you go to 2.7, right here's the dates on the screen at the bottom. You go to 2.7, you can see that we rallied all the way from this low point of 350 all the way back up to about $5, which was like a 50% gain. If you go ahead and look at GameStop, if you look at 11.28, right here is 11.28. You guys can see this massive rally from like $11.80 all the way up to $18.18. Well, that happened once cost to borrow spiked for GME. You guys can see cost to borrow spiked here on GME, and that's why it happened. Look what happened on cost to borrow for GME right now. It's slowly ticking back to the upside after bottoming. But what's even more exciting is AMC's cost to borrow right now. We haven't seen cost to borrow like this for a while on AMC. Cost to borrow all the way up right now, all the way up at 2.92%. We have not seen cost to borrow like this for a while on AMC. They're absolutely trying to short the heck out of this thing. I'm sure we're going to see short interest coming up here. I'm sure people could get some Ortex numbers. Again, Ortex is very speculative. A lot of short interest numbers are, but I find it more reliable here on Fintel. We're getting 13.83%. I'm sure once we get a new report, you're going to see a higher short interest in that. Probably around 15 to 17% if I could guess. Ortex, if I could guess off the top of my head, is probably showing about 15 to 17%. And that's probably actually what the short interest is right now, probably about 15 to 17%. Let me know in the comments down below if anyone has Ortex. Let me know what the numbers are, guys. I'm interested to know if I got it right. I feel like it's about 15 to 17%, so I'm interested to know if I got it right. Let me know in the comments down below, man. Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, guys, I think we could see something here. And then also technicals as well. We're starting to see a bit of bullish divergence. Price is trending down, but RSI is starting to trend up. You guys can see price trending down right here. RSI clearly trending up, okay? RSI clearly trending up while price is trending down. So we're starting to get bullish divergence, which means we will drift down before bottoming and correcting. The same thing with SPY, except this is the reverse of that, okay? So this is price trending down, and this is RSI trending up. So we do have bullish divergence. What it looks like is AMC is going to hit $2.94 tomorrow, retesting that level, possibly bouncing back to the upside from there. I don't think $2.50 is on the cards, but that would be the price that we would hit if we broke like $2.80. Broke below that, we would go to $2.50 pretty quickly. So that is something that would be on the cards, but I don't think that's where we're headed, okay? I think we're actually going to hit $2.04 tomorrow and bounce. And if you look what's happening here in after hours, AMC is actually up 1% already. Cost to borrow levels possibly having an effect. Again, when cost to borrow is higher, it's more expensive for them to get them short shares to push it down. So that automatically makes shorting a lot harder when we get those higher cost to borrow levels. So we want to see cost to borrow going higher. So we are seeing AMC already possibly start to move up, guys. So I do think we're going to get a retest of that lower level tomorrow and then bounce to the upside. It looks like we're possibly bottoming. Again, bullish divergence. We will have it play out, okay? So we are going to correct back to the upside. That is something that's going to happen. But do we have to hit $2.50 before we do? I think that we would hit $2.80 way before $2.50. So people calling for that price target might be a little too bearish. I'm actually thinking we'll probably hit this 294 and bounce tomorrow, in my personal opinion. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at, guys. That's what I'm looking at for AMC. As far as GME is concerned, I think that it could potentially hit maybe $10.50 here tomorrow. But what it looks like is happening is possibly, and if GME gets momentum or AMC gets momentum because they can play off each other with the algorithms, it looks like what's happening, we could possibly see a pop and bottoming to the upside as well for GME. RSI extremely oversold right now. So it looks like we might be in the bottoming process as well for GME. As you guys can see. So I'm thinking that there is a potential hope, obviously, here for the meme stocks. GME kind of in a bit of a falling wedge type structure as well. We have a little loose action right here, but it looks like we could get a pop to the upside, maybe coming down to that $10.57 level before doing so. But it looks like GME also in the process of bottoming, as they did attack GME very, very hard as well. Guys, both of these stocks were set up to absolutely take off. GME was going to take off here on earnings, and AMC was going to rally as well. AMC was getting some momentum, and it was about to rally to about $6. Both of these stocks were about to take off, and they attacked them. AMC got dilution. GME got a ton of short shares dumped on it relentlessly. It's a much lower liquidity stock and much smaller float than AMC already. So when they dump all of those shares, it has an effect on it. They have to use a lot more shares for AMC because of the float. So as you guys can see, both of these stocks are getting attacked, and it's crazy that they're attacking them as the market is starting to roll over. So again, you can guys connect the dots as you want. Again, I say that's speculation, but that's something that I truly subscribe to and believe. I think that AMC and GME are going to go up when the market rolls over, and I find it very, very strange that they're attacking it right now, trying to get as many people to sell, which is the key ingredient to a short squeeze, trying to get them to sell before the market starts to roll over. We're starting to see these cost to borrow numbers spike up. We're starting to see short interest spike up, which proves they are heavily trying to short it and push it down for a reason, and they are attacking it. It proves that fact, and it's very, very odd that it's happening right around the time that the market seems to be rolling over. So this is what I'm looking at for the new daily update prediction, guys. We will be revisiting clips and checking out more predictions on the live stream and tracking these ones here. So go ahead and tune into the live stream tomorrow, 9:15 to 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 4 p.m. market open to market close for stock and crypto predictions. I appreciate you if you watched the end of this video, because so few people watch to the end, but if you did, you're trying to get your 10,000 hours and trying to get all of your knowledge. So I truly, truly appreciate that, guys. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. You can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is a market support group. You cannot go wrong between that and the live stream. Right now it is on sale, $75 right now, this month only. So if you want to get involved, especially this month only, exclusive trades, technical analysis, news, and a community as well. If you want to get involved in that, hit me up on the email or Instagram link down below. Say, hey, I want to join the Discord. Once you hit me up, I will send you payment information and a little bit of information about the Discord as well. Payment is made by PayPal or Cash App. Once you make payment, I'm going to send you the link to get in. It's as easy as that. I appreciate you guys if you watch to the end of this video to see this message and get all of the information inside of the video. Again, trades, technical analysis, setups, receipts, we got it all. Tune in, subscribe for much, much more. As always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money.